This is my last summer blowout. So what we're doing is I'm getting people to starting tomorrow to just make the most outlandish, crazy worlds and experiences and devices to just kind of show off what we can do for a number of different reasons. One is we're kind of due to update a sort of a video for the when people are like, what the heck is Patch World on the Meta Store? And so getting stuff that's like sort of mind bending, and also I know a lot of the videos that we have right now are just that, but this is kind of specifically we're setting out to really show this is what's possible as opposed to just jamming. So there's going to be prizes, and I have sort of some ideas for prizes. I just have to talk to the people that I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna ask them about what they could do for prizes. But yeah, the prizes are going to go to people that are using the best use of AR, which pass through and the AR windows and any of that kind of stuff count. And also there'll be a prize for the best use of AI using our Gen AI. What's that?
No, I'm just looking. So don't get the box. What is it doing?
You gotta wait. Gee, there's a guy. I'm trying to explain something. Come on, man. Jeez. Just wait. Just wait for your.
See the principal.
Just take your questions and wait for a second. My gosh. Some people.
He didn't take his medication.
Well, he did, or maybe he did take it, and that's why. All right, so AI. If you're using the Gen AI tool, which for some that you don't know that's there, there's a Gen. Just somebody want to spawn in the Gen AI tool for people to see, but that's one of the things. Any way the Gen AI tool is used in the world, most to show the immediacy of it. I know that. I know that Bublik has done a good video that's sort of a demo of it, but I'm talking about something like showing a video that shows, hey, I want this, and then boom, there's a skybox, and I want this, boom, there's a cat meowing, that kind of stuff. Those are the kind of videos I'll be looking for. I'm the judge, by the way. I'll be judging it. And then the last thing will be physics. Oh, nope. Second to last thing will be physics. And so anything that you're doing that really shows off the physics in Patch is what we're looking for. And then the last thing, and this is the weirdest thing, and it's going to be hardest to judge, I think, is kindest overall. And you might be asking yourself, well, what the heck does that mean? And I think out of all of the social apps on the entire app store, you're not going to find a community that values kindness and helping each other quite as much as here. And so for those of us that are good at that, maybe being able to show some ways that you've made that happen, or made access easier for people, made something happen. Like I've been in a world where like somebody pressed the button. It was PatchFod. PatchFod made a cool like interactive thing where you walk into the box and a ghost hugs you. So it's like a hugging booth. So it could be any number of different things. Better access for people with differing abilities, different to people that just worlds that are kind of like. Just they really take that particular characteristic to heart and illustrate it. So on Friday, I haven't decided exactly when the cutoff is on Friday, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to announce the winners on Saturday, but Friday will be your last day to enter. And on Wednesday, what you're going to do is you're going to have a portal that is just going to have the instructions kind of reiterated, but also like a link to the to like an entry page, and the entry page is and this is not to try to get anybody's money or vibes, but the entry is going to cost a vibe, because otherwise people are just going to spam it. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be spammed. So it's going to cost a vibe to keep people from spam. And if you don't have a vibe, I will give you a vibe. But the point is, I don't want a bunch of entries where they haven't done that. So I won't count entries that don't have a vibe attached to it.
How do you follow that? How do you follow?
So if somebody does an entry form, they'll be telling me their ID, right? And then I'll just look at my Vibes wallet, and I'll replace the Vibes once. I'll replace the Vibes once they enter. But it's just kind of like again, to cut down on people just spamming me, because that was one of the things I anticipated. I'm like, oh great, I'll just get 100 worlds of kids just doing nothing just to try to win something. And I'm like, no, I do not want that. I do not want that. So anyway, yeah. Any questions right at this moment about what's going on? No? Yes? Was that pretty clear?
No. Yeah.
It was pretty clear.
Thanks. Great.
I like it.
Yeah. So
for once
it was clear as a.
Oh my God!
It's almost like I took some time to think about it. Yeah. No, it's good. So I'm glad. I'm glad that it's clear enough. I know that some of you are probably going to say, "Oh, I've already done this. I've already made this in a world or whatever." Then great. That's fine. Use that as an entry. But also, I want you to push yourself. I think that's kind of what I'm thinking. What can you do with AR that makes it go, what are you doing? How are you doing that? And I had one idea yesterday where and this has less to do with AR and more to do with, like, I've never tried this particular thing, but we're Leonardo's sort of the one that's doing the most experimentation of this, is where you're fencing in. What do you call that when you catch people in that? What is that? It's not a trigger box. What is it? An interactive box? Interaction box?
Play limit.
Is it a player limit?
Maybe.
Is that what it is, Lena?
Yeah, the timeout world. I think is it.
Are you muted? Oh, I can't hear you. Can you?
I know there's a word for. I know there's a name for it. I know what you're talking about. I don't remember what it is. It's the green one with the stripes.
Yeah,
right?
It's like the interaction.
Yeah,
it is a trigger box.
Trigger box.
Interaction box is the one you put your hand.
So there's a trigger box. So basically, the idea was that to have a trigger box that basically, when you go into it, you're stuck in it. And then you have the number lock, the number pad, and then just basically you need to type in a code to open up the next. It's like an escape room essentially. But I think that.
Well, that would be that one. That's the one player limiter.
So I just thought it would be cool to release the player to either it could either be, you can't see anything around you. It's a skybox, but then you can release them.
I'm stuck.
Yeah, you can release them and at the same time it can maybe set it off to make the next anchor point go. So it could be like a tiered thing.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
a few.
So that was one idea. But again, not very many people, like when I look at worlds, people aren't pushing the boundaries of, like, oh my God, what can we do? So I want to push that as much as we can. And then if you guys want to team up, I'll, split up the prizes no matter what. So if there's people that are like, oh yeah, we collaborated on this, it won't be just one person, or you guys can figure out one person can take the prize and then dole it out as you guys figure out. But yeah, that's the idea. And it hasn't happened in a while. I think the last Patch-a-thon that happened, I was talking to Boris about this, and Bublik, and he's like, he remembered when we had an in-person workshop. Where was that in-person workshop, Bublik?
In Belgium and Brussels.
And then they had like a final day or final presentation or whatever with a big screen behind him and stuff. A lot of this, one last thing that's going to be kind of a crazy addition to this is that we are going to attempt. I'm going to be working with both Action Dine and Moonwatcher about making the video, and the video is going to be hopefully entirely 360. So in other words, whatever you put in the world will be visible in any device on Earth that has internet capabilities. If they can see it on YouTube, they'll be able to see everything you've got. So if you have a device, for instance, that's really great, but you have to look in one direction for for it to be really realized, then that's not really showing off what Patch World can do. You want to have a device that's like shooting off this thing behind a person or whatever. And so in order to do that, you have to have a full 360 video. So all of the worlds that, are all the worlds that are entered will be considered for the 360 video, as far as like the 360 coolness factor of it. So that it'll be in like the main new video. But I haven't seen very many 360 VR videos yet. You'd think that would happen a lot more. It's not unheard of, but the desktop version of the PC desktop version does have a 360 working 360 export. So if you want to try that out and you have a PC, then you can try that right now. And get the bit rates going up, and and you can just you have to do one more thing. You have to insert like metadata, spatial metadata into the file itself using a Python script that I can tell you how that works. It's actually easier than it sounds, and then YouTube will recognize it. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of talking today.